The Texas State Rec Center offers students the chance to face their fears and reach some new highs. The only requirement? You can't be afraid of heights. The Rock Wall Climbing Center is an all-inclusive facility that sits in the heart of the Texas State Rec Center. Rock Wall attendant Nick Farrell says the view can't be beat.
The higher you get, the more free you are. Some of the climbing on real rock, some of the sights that you can see, 50, 60 feet in the air is pretty impressive. I mean, just being 54 feet up on our rock wall, you can see everything in the entire rec center. You can see over the basketball courts. You can watch a basketball game sitting on top of the rock wall.
The facility features two 54-foot climbing towers where students can rope climb and a bouldering center for students who don't like to be tied to a rope. Texas State graduate student Sarah Salisbury says there's a big difference between the two types of climbing.
Bouldering is without a rope, so it's unassisted climbing, and you only typically go up 20 or so feet at the max. There are highball boulders that are like way higher, but with top roping you just tie in and then it's assisted climbing, so if you fall you're not going to fall all the way down to the floor.
Farrell encourages any level of climber to come and try out the wall.
You can start at the beginning of the semester and not feel bad about starting new. We truly try to bring everybody we can into the rock wall.
First-time climber Jacob Armitage says rock climbing brings out an assortment of feelings.
A little overwhelming at first, but actually having a lot of fun, and now I'm just tired. My arms are throbbing.
The rock wall actually played an important part when Salisbury was choosing to go to Texas State.
This was here, it was actually part of the reason that I picked Texas State was because they had a rock wall, and because climbing is such a huge part of my life. I needed a place where climbing was readily available.
If you want an adrenaline rush, the Rock Wall Climbing Center is open every day at the Rec Center. For Bobcat Update, I'm Zach Butler.
Dick's Classic Garage is a road trip from the past. It's full of many classic cars from Chevys to Fords and many cars whose companies don't exist anymore. Dick Burdick, a 5-time Great American Race champion and former San Marcos resident, started the collection as a hobby and soon had more than 300 cars in his collection. In 2009, he started a museum so people who share his love for classic cars could experience them too. Dick sadly passed away in February. You can find Dick's Classic Garage at 120 Stagecoach Trail.
Streetwear culture for me means I think it's something really dope because it gives people the ability to express themselves and their style.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
It's my favorite thing.
In a pair of what most would call some beat up Jordan 11s. I'm telling you, this is a piece of history right here.
For the A6, we took nothing out of that.
I appreciate that, thank you.
And 150 for those DMP 14s.
Oh, they sold?
Yes. Streetwear to me is just something that's just big and that's constantly growing and getting bigger and bigger. And it has created a culture within itself. Not everybody wants to wear certain things that everybody else wears. They want to be able to express themselves through different types of clothing or shoes, and that's where streetwear comes in hand.
If you look at the streetwear culture the way I look at it, every night you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, your canvas is now white again. It's clear. Your canvas is clear. So every morning you wake up, you could be somebody different.
Yeah, you were the one I made these for. This is the short. Customers to me mean a lot because it's all about how you treat people.
Yeah, there was an extra.
Yeah, I had them sitting here. I had them sitting in the back.
Yeah, I think I came in time. You had just a large.
Yeah. It's cool because I get to tailor my brand and stuff like that with the different type of people that come in.
I was wondering, y'all be able to do some trades and some cash on them for the same price, 180?
The customers, that's That's number one. It helps the store. It helps me, my business partner. So customers are real big for us. And I've always been, that was one of the things that I've always, you know, made sure as far as my business morals that I had was make sure I treat everybody correctly. Not saying that I am a jerk or anything, but that was just one of the things that I wanted to make sure that, you know, when people come in, I want it to be an experience for them every single time they come in.
The aesthetic you see, that's Gilbert. The clothing, the characters, he's very creative with everything. I kind of come in with a little bit more of a street-edged hustle. You know, we got these sneakers and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip them. Let's get these. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like the businessman and the street dude kind of hooked up. My man brought in the Diamond Supply SB Dunk in that Tiffany colorway. He wants to do a trade. So far he's picking up a couple kicks for his baby. Got those red bottom 11s. And right now he's shopping. He's shopping. He got store credit for the trade. So he looking. He's gonna check it out. See what he can do. So we can do maybe a 1-for-1 type swap. That way I ain't gotta give him no cash. But if I gotta get up cash, these are worth it. I think hip hop culture, streetwear culture, if everybody kind of relaxed, sat back and looked at it, it could be the key. I ain't lying. I'm not playing. It could be the key. The basic elements of it could be the key to a better society. And that's just my opinion. Because if everybody's free to be themselves and do what they want to be, you'll be happier.
This is Gilbert with Unique Knits. Just want to give y'all a small little inside look of the process of the design process for some of the clothing. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick on one of our kids tees, because we do have a kids line here at Unique Knits, and just go ahead and show you guys right now. So after the image is after I finish making or creating whatever it is I'm creating to put on the shirt, it gets printed, and then some would say this is a heat transfer. It's a form of heat transfer, but it's also screen printed on as well. So you got your regular screen printed shirts on. This is another way they do screen print on heat transfers. This is our Unique Knits Rafiki tee, and you can see I actually had to redesign this piece, redesign my own Rafiki, and I have him holding our logo. And actually, a dope little secret is the smoke right here actually says unique. It's unique in smoke form. Unique Knits. Many are regular, few are unique.
Streetwear is more than just t-shirts and images, man. It's a lot that goes into it. And we feel like San Antonio is the base. As a base for us, it's long overdue that San Antonio is seen for the style and the culture that it has here, man. A lot of people think San Antonio don't have it, but it's here.
She has her arms around your waist. You're the balance that will keep her safe. Have you ever felt the warm embrace of a little seat between your legs?
I would say just be true to yourself and buy what you like. And if somebody doesn't like what you have on, so what? Keep doing it, because it's the people that don't follow the flock and do their own thing are the ones that end up making the noise and making an impact on the world.